Hello there, my Sagittarius collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh my goodness, Sagittarius. Six of Swords vibe there. Sagittarius, some of you, there's like a breakup going on around you that you're not aware of. Or some of you be mindful, especially if you're dating someone that's newly single. Could be wanting to come back into your life or come back around. This could be someone around you. That feels so fucking secondary. So those of you dating, maybe someone needs to be single a little longer. Scorpio, Virgo, and the Ace of fucking Pentacles. So, what's your favorite astrologer? This could definitely be astrological with you, especially if you got strong Scorpio vibes, Hermit vibes, Virgo vibes. There's the Ace of Pentacles. Maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio or a Virgo. I don't know. I feel like this is astrological with you. So, take what's yours and leave what's not, but damn. This feels so secondary with you. So some of you be mindful of someone wanting to come back in that's going through some sort of breakup or split, or some of y'all, you need to sort of stay out of that energy. I don't know, who the fuck is who's captaining your fucking boat here? Ooh, the Aries vibe. So definitely watch your favorite astrologer. Sagittarius, you guys always get this Aries energy, this strong, dominant emperor energy. Ooh. Sagittarius, take what's yours and leave what's not. But some of you, you keep going back to the same type of person, whether this is the same person or the same type of person. I feel like you like that overly dominant vibe, but you're the last person that wants to be dominated. So, some of y'all work out a kink or a fetish that you have, or some of y'all just be mindful of who you date and how you date. Especially those of you that, I don't know, some of y'all dealing with somebody that can't keep a relationship or partnership going for a while. Scorpio and Virgo vibes, Lord help you on that. There could be a lot of feelings and all that, but someone's not able to discuss them. Someone's not able to work through them. Wheel of Fortune down here at the bottom of the deck, so let's just see what you got going on. That Aries energy is always recurring to you, so definitely watch your favorite astrologer. Especially if you have strong Aries, Scorpio, or Virgo placement. Some of y'all, this could be some sort of vibe between Virgo season and Scorpio season with you. I don't know. The Aries energy is sort of the elephant in your life that you need to be mindful of. So this is something that you're well aware of. Person, place, thing, whatever the fuck it is. Some of y'all, that could be your philosophy. That Emperor energy could also be some sort of religious guilt or some sort of religious energy that you're carrying within you. That could be an over-dominant parental type vibe or over-dominant ex energy, baby mama, baby daddy. It is genderless, so take what's yours, leave what's not. Whoo, you got Leo energy there. There you got the Ace of Wands. Some of y'all been, damn, some of y'all been beating that same drum for so damn long that you don't know what the fuck. So there's a rhythm that you need to sort of find for yourself. I feel like astrologically that's going to come in for you, but some of you are going to be, you're almost going to be in syncopation. You're going to be on the offbeat for some of you. Ooh, this is going to be an interesting time for you. Who are you comparing yourself to? What are you comparing yourself to? And why the fuck are you comparing yourself to somebody? You got someone here that's way too in your energy, way too in your head, or way too sort of dominant in your life. You're trying to keep up with them, but you can't. You say go slow, I fall behind. So some of you are trying to make something work with someone that really isn't paying any attention to like your rhythm or your pace. Definitely watch your favorite astrologer on this. This is a lot of good energy, but there's gonna be a point in time where you're gonna have to make a decision. The fact you always come up with that Aries energy, that's a dominant factor in your life. Whatever the hell that is when it comes to you. Some of you, someone's just always back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I don't feel like there's a lot of love in any of this. So, this is going to be deep and meaningful, and you're not going to be able to fake your way around this energy. Oh, Sagittarius. Crown on that tail. There's the message. Some of y'all pay attention. Message in the music. Whatever you're sort of listening to. Got that Emperor energy. If you're questioning your faith, some of you, this could have a little bit. This is a mixture of like faith, religion, your choice in partner. Some of y'all, all that parental sort of vibe when it comes to you. So who is that dominant force? For some of you, who is that voice in your head? Who are you trying to compare yourself to or compare yourself with? Those of you that just look for your ex-partners in your newest partners. This almost feels like a kink that you try to make work. So you like the idea of the strong dominant type, but then once you get in those relationships or partnership, you don't like to be told what the fuck to do. You don't like to be bossed around. So it looks good, it sounds good, but at the end of the day, it's almost like I don't want to say a power struggle, but it kind of is. Emperor and Empress energy, but damn. Both people have to be secure and open and understand the dynamics of that relationship or partnership to that work, to how that works. So, sweet Jesus. And that's kind of just a given. You could have an emperor and an empress, but if both of them are trying to rule the kingdom, then something doesn't work. There is that energy of one person is the more dominant and the other person is kind of the more passive. So those of you that try to make that work, even though you know you don't like to be told what the fuck to do, yeah, there's your shadow self. There's the Three of Cups. Over top of all that, there is the Ten of Pentacles. Ooh, watch your favorite astrologer. Over top of that, there's the Hierophant energy. Damn. Look at your exes. Look at who you date, how you date. And if you date the same type of person and it never works because you try to make it work. Ooh, Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, and Aries. And then you got Hierophant there, Taurus vibes. Well, what's over top of all that? Ooh, the Six of Cups. So you need to do some reflection here, some reflecting here, some reflections here. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Sagittarius, you hold the key to this. You understand this. You're the one that knows this. Damn. Whether this is baby mama, baby daddy energy with you or parental energy with you, I don't know. You always pull that emperor energy, but you're always in like defiance of the emperor. But this is also like the person that likes to be dominated, but then they bitch. So this is so deep and complex with you, Sagittarius, depending upon how deep and complex you are. Some of y'all, it could be your religion, your spirituality. What is that voice you hear in your head, and who is sort of guiding you? I feel like you keep trying to keep up, but you can't find the pace with something, or you can't find the pace with somebody. This is about finding that sort of natural rhythm when it comes to a relationship or partnership. Time after time, Cyndi Lauper. The drum beats out of time. Circadian rhythms for some of you. I don't. This is a tad bit complex. Bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune there with the Ace of Swords. You choose your partners, you choose your relationships. So, damn. There's the King of Wands. There's the Seven of Pentacles. Here's the King of Pentacles. There's the Six of Pentacles. Four of Cups, Page of Swords, Four of Wands. Who wants to go back to school? Some of you need to go back to school. Some of y'all need to like achieve your own dreams and goals. Those of you Sagittariuses who tend to move in with someone really fast, I feel like you like speed through relationships or partnerships because you try to make something work. This is like you have that sort of movie in your mind of what you think the perfect partner is. But the perfect partner that you sort of think about, that you're kind of, some of you are attracting, or some of you actually choose to date these people. They fit the image, but the vibe isn't right. Some of you have some clearing work you need to work on. There's some growth that needs to happen when it comes to you. Whoever, whatever the hell that Emperor energy is. So that could be a stumbling block for you. I feel like your astrology is going to help you focus on this if you're willing to do the work. You're going to have to do the work on this. This is something that only you can... You need to figure out why. You need to figure out why. Because it's like you're always in defiance with your partners. It's you like the idea. Some of y'all, you like the idea of the sort of traditional... But then you always sort of buck at the idea of the traditionalism. You got that sort of voice in your head. So some of you were raised to believe a certain thing or look at something from a different perspective. And then every time you try to make that work, it really doesn't. There's like some generational energy here. Generational energy, religious energy when it comes to you. Everyone sort of creates whatever the fuck that 10 of Cups is now. Some of y'all, this is like identity, how you identify when it comes to your relationships or partnerships. How complex are you, Sagittarius? I think your astrology is really going to sort of bring about a lot of interesting change when it comes to you. Virgo, Scorpio, Aries, Taurus vibes. So, Death, the Hermit, the Emperor, and the Hierophant. So, I don't know, maybe some of y'all need to take it to church. Maybe some of y'all need to talk it out with the clergy or work this energy out. Some of y'all could be feeling this. It's almost like a hiccup, but for some of you, it's almost like that hiccup is like a repeat. So you could have a song or something like that on repeat that you always go back to, that you always listen to. This is almost like when the record player scratches and goes back. This is like some old school fucking energy. So you're going to have to do a lot of clearing work. The realities of love. The realities of that. This is almost like vulnerability as well. So, I mean, sweet Jesus, Sagittarius. Take what's yours and leave what the fuck isn't. Establishing healthy boundaries. Maintaining healthy boundaries. Some of you, this could be as simple as you like the idea of like maybe being a stay-at-home parent, but once you're in that energy, you don't. Some of you, what's the expectation when it comes to that relationship or partnership? Some of y'all like manifest or keep choosing the same partners that you know it doesn't work. But it's almost like that sort of defiance energy with you. So this is good retrograde vibes. This is going to be your choice. You choose your partners, you choose your relationships. But what's the dynamics here? This is genderless, so take what's yours and leave what's not. So this is probably going to be something you're going to have to sort of deal with, or it's going to kind of factor in. Your astrology could definitely be bringing about this interesting sort of switch up with you. The resolution is within you. So some of you, this is how you were taught. This is the sort of the expectations. But the reality is you always buck. It's never what you want. It's like you have that sort of vision. You like the idea. Some of y'all could date like the same person. So if you look for your ex and your newer partners, and that's kind of how you go, some of y'all be mindful of that. If you don't think you do, ask your friends. They'll tell you. You pretty much date the same fucking person and it never works. If this is a religious thing, some of y'all maybe talk it out with the clergy or look at it from a different perspective. Some of you, it's almost like a power struggle within the relationship or partnership. So some of you go into a relationship or partnership already in this sort of disposition energy here. This is a very stubborn fucking energy. There's a lot of stubbornness on this, which is rather perfect for retrograde. So check your boundaries, check your shadow work, check your shadow self. Ooh. I feel like there's goals or accomplishments that you need to achieve on your own, but some of you, you don't feel like you can or that you should. So some of y'all, this could be some generational shit that someone's sort of laying that baggage on you, but you don't have to be in that vibe. I think the best saying out there is when Cher says that her mom told her she needed to find her a rich man. And Cher said, Mom, I am a rich man. So, Sagittarius, some of you could be dealing with that sort of power struggle in the relationship or partnership. This is genderless. So, the Emperor could definitely be the more feminine vibe in this. There's the Two of Swords energy to the Ten of Cups. Yo, what the fuck? So, you can be accomplished, you can create your own dreams and goals, and not have that other person in that relationship or partnership. Ooh, some of y'all are dealing with shit that's far more advanced than maybe you realized. I wouldn't be surprised if there aren't, like, marriage proposals, or you're not in that sort of energy. Some of y'all could be feeling like it's time to create a family, or you're looking at that family dynamic. But I feel like you try to make it work, even though it doesn't. I feels like movie in my mind from a Miss Saigon, too. Oh, Lord. What's your favorite astrologer? Some of y'all, this could be philosophy. This could be religion when it comes to you. So this is the beginning of September. So this could be a very interesting retrograde with you. How much of you two do you change in order to create that relationship or partnership? Or how authentic do you stay to yourself when it comes to that relationship or partnership? So those of you that let your partner sort of dominate the energy of the relationship or partnership, but you're always like in defiance of it. I don't think, Sagittarius, some of you would know a healthy relationship or partnership because you always feel like you have to have somebody there. Like, it's not an accomplishment or goal unless you have somebody there. But the people that you choose are emotionally unavailable, or they're really not going to be the sort of right opportunity when it comes to you. Some of y'all deal with people that haven't been single long enough. So there's a reality check when it comes to that, when it comes to your relationships or partnerships. Some of you just keep dating like the same person, wanting the same expectations. So whatever that vision or version of Ten of Cups is, you don't have to fulfill that. I feel like you need to find this sort of accomplishment on your own. Some of y'all, this is so deep-rooted that you're going to have to really go inward with the Virgo there and the Scorpio and really look at your relationships or partnerships and see how that actually has worked out for you. There's like the elephant in the room. There's like this sort of weighted energy that's always there that some of you, it's just sort of been bred into you. So you don't know no different, or that's just sort of the voice that you hear in your head. Lord, if you're going through something on a spiritual level. I always feel like with you, Sagittarius, it's either a fire or brimstone or our God is a loving God. Look at that. That was in the deck. Double Emperor energy, double Aries vibes. Those of you that choose the players, so some of y'all could be dealing with somebody who isn't single, or they're always sort of coming and going out of your life. Eight of Pentacles, Four of Swords to the Ten of Swords. Sagittarius, how many of you, this is almost like don't be a fucking martyr when it comes to something. Some of you are so, like, focused. Don't waste your time and energy on something that really isn't going nowhere. Some of y'all, there's that, whatever the fuck that Aries energy is with you, or whoever that Aries energy is with you, you shouldn't have to work that hard. It shouldn't be so hard. This is that energy of hellfire and brimstone, and our God is a loving God. So some of y'all need to sit down and kind of look at your sort of ideals of that. Some of y'all, it's just the marriage vibe. So, damn. You can be traditional and still kind of do your own thing. You can still establish that sort of traditional lifestyle and then not be like the norm. Whew. Some of y'all keep trying to beat that drum to keep some sort of rhythm or cycle going that really isn't. So someone is always falling behind because someone can't keep up, or someone is just, they're not even giving a fuck. So who's controlling the pace of that relationship or partnership, Sagittarius? Damn, now Sagittarius, this is deep, this is complex. Some of y'all, this is all just what the work you need to do. If you're waiting for someone to come in, they're going to be overly dominant. So this is like, how passive are you going to be, or how much do you like that? Some of you are attracted to it, but then you're always in defiance of it. So that could be like every relationship or partnership you get into. It's more about the way it looks than really how it feels. If you're looking for that secondary sort of accomplishment energy within your partner, some of y'all, that partner, that relationship doesn't have enough of that sort of emotional energy to even create that vibe. So who's expecting who to be like the main person with regard to this relationship or partnership with you? Between the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles is the Queen of Swords. Talk this out, work this out, because some of you, this is just, it's okay for it not to be the sort of image that you want or the image that you see. Some of you, you're dealing with shit that, whatever that sort of voice in your head is, whenever you're like making your decisions, right? So for some of you, you're trying to meet someone else's sort of expectations, and that doesn't need to be your thing. Ooh, double Aries energy. Ooh, Sagittarius. This isn't going to be an easy resolution. So if this is sort of what you're going through, you need to address like the main sort of issue, which is whatever that Aries energy, that Emperor energy is. So talk it out, work it out. Some of y'all, you take it, talk to your clergy. Others of you, you need to look at the dynamics of your relationships or partnerships. You've had a lot of failed relationships or partnerships because you want like that picture perfect vibe. So if you're basing it basically on looks or just sort of stability instead of like the emotional vibes, some of y'all choose somebody that you're naturally sort of defiant with. I feel like for some of you, this is like you need to explore that kink, and that might help you figure out why you keep fucking around with the same people. You like that dominant energy, but damn, you're always in defiance of it. So you got some work you need to do. I don't think it's the partner. I mean, some people want that sort of energy. So if you're good, like, sort of be it. This is like who's the dominant in the relationship and who's not. Some of y'all, it's like it's that constant sort of back and forth. This is like a through line in your life with all your relationships or partnerships. But damn. This is a journey of self-discovery for you. You can't blame your partners if you pick them and they don't sort of match. So some of you are always in a constant tug of war with your partners. Who wants to change who? Who's trying to change the dynamics? Someone likes the idea of it, but then they're always in defiance of it. So some of y'all need to look at a kink from a different perspective. So that's not going to be all of you, and take what's yours and leave what the fuck isn't. So some of y'all, I think your astrology is going to factor in on this. So it's going to be an interesting vibe with you. But you come out ahead when you choose to focus on what's important to you. So this is like, if you like the old school idea of who the breadwinner is, who's the one that goes out and does this and does that, although that's totally not what the fuck you're interested in. Yet that's always the type of partners that you choose. Some of y'all, this is some inner child healing. I don't know, whatever the hell this complexity is, you're not going to resolve it overnight. This is learning to love yourself. Again, with that Wheel of Fortune energy. So, watch your favorite astrologer. Sagittarius, I know I keep telling you guys that. Depending upon what your fucking complexity is, okay? Or how far down the rabbit hole you go when it comes to decision making like this. Some of y'all, you need to sort of get out of that energy. Because that's kind of where you're stuck. Some of you choose partners just because you like that sort of defiance energy. So, can you really blame your partner if you choose it, but you're the one that's always sort of... There's always got to be some sort of competitive vibe to it, or... It's like you're always in defiance. Some of y'all, this could be religious with you. So, you could be going through something on a spiritual level. But I don't think you're going to find happiness in a relationship or partnership till you find that happiness within yourself. So your astrology could definitely be sort of factoring in on this. This is like the seriousness of that Ten of Cups. So some of you might like the idea of the Ten of Cups. That's what a happily ever after. And others of you, you know that is not really going to be your thing. Or how much value or purpose someone puts on that Ten of Cups. Some of y'all, it's the power struggle. So those of you, if you're the one that makes more, there is that sort of energy of that. Who is like the provider? Oi. Well, Sagittarius, take what's yours and leave what the fuck isn't. Definitely watch your favorite astrologer. So this could be astrological with you. We are kind of still new into retrograde. So some of you, that energy is kind of switching around. I think you're going to have some really interesting options and some really interesting choices. But you're not going to find happiness until you focus more on you. Especially if you have that vision of who would bring about that Ten of Cups. So you always try to fill that position with someone that always looks the same. They're always the same. The energy is always the same. It's a dominant force. It's a very prominent energy. But yet you're always in defiance of it. Some of y'all, it's like a kink. You need to work out that kink. So whatever you're going through here, it's not that... It's really not that deep, but it's something that you're going to have to sort of work through on your own. I don't feel like you can blame your partners, because if your partners are authentically Emperor or Empress energy, they come and their whole vibe is the dominant energy, but you're always in like defiance with that. I don't know, some of y'all, you need to like compartmentalize your life and figure out where that defiance is, what that's even all about. You never did have the Empress energy here. So this is genderless. If this is a work energy, some of y'all, it's like being able to establish your own dreams. Whatever these relationships or partnerships are, you always find yourself in defiance with it. So, fuck. I don't know what the hell. Some of y'all, astrologically, check your charts and see what's going on there. Some of you can have options of happily ever after, whatever the fuck that is. But some of y'all are on two completely different sort of vibes on that. Oh, this is probably going to be a messy retrograde. I don't feel like the Aries energy is necessarily a negative one. It just is what it is. Some people like someone that comes in and takes charge and is in control and is able to make decisions. And some of you don't like the fact that someone is. So they're not really going to stick around. This can be a rather cold and a very... They make a decision, so there's no pussyfooting around with this energy. You're either on board, it's either going to work, or they're going to go somewhere else. So those of you that keep sort of attracting these energies and you're just always in defiance because they actually make a decision. So Sagittarius, those of you that like to sort of play games, I feel like you mirror your partner, but not like in a positive way. So, some of y'all, this could just be a kink you need to figure out the psychology on. Especially if you like to be dominated, but then you don't. Some of y'all are working through some shit that you were just kind of brought up with, and it's just, it could be religious with you. Some of you with regard to your interpersonal relationships or partnerships. If you want an easy resolution, honey, you're not going to get it. You're going to have to work through this and figure this out on your own. I don't think you can blame the Emperor energy if that's how they show up. But if you choose partners that you always feel like this sort of competitive energy, that's something that you're going to have to work through. Don't be surprised if during this retrograde that sort of energy isn't like something you're going to have to deal with or look at. If you focus on your happiness, some of you you're gonna be single. Whatever the fuck that Ten of Cups is with you. So when you look at that Ten of Cups, you look at whatever this is like a traditional type vibe, right? Nowadays, that's whatever the fuck you want it to be. But some of you know that sort of traditional energy isn't you. It never has been. It never will. But you keep trying to make it fucking work. Ooh, I love this. It's gonna be an interesting fucking retrograde. So some of y'all pay attention to what you need to. Take what's yours and leave what's not. The only complexity here is the sort of decision making, how you're making your decisions, what you're focusing on, and what's it really all about. I feel like you're the one that breaks your own heart, but some of you always have to be in defiance of your partners. So you want an Emperor, you want an Empress energy, someone that don't dick around when it comes to making decisions. Well, then they're going to make that decision. But someone isn't going to invest a whole lot emotionally into something. So whether that's the emotional connection that you want, or some of you that sort of just... There shouldn't be that much competition or that much sort of back and forth energy with a relationship or partnership. This is figuring out who makes the decisions and how that's going to work. And some of y'all figuring out that sort of power dynamic within that relationship or partnership. Some of y'all, it's a fetish. It's a fetish you try to turn into a partnership, but it never works. So you need to figure out the fetish. What is that about? Especially those of you when it comes to that sort of dominant energy. I feel like you know. So the answers are definitely within you. But damn. What relationship or partnership do you keep trying to make work, but you're like never right on like the same sort of schedule? So some of you are trying to create a relationship or partnership and the timing isn't there. If you have to slow down and wait for a partner, or you have to speed up to sort of match your partner, then that's probably not your partner. So I feel like this could very well be astrological with you, but it's got to make you sort of look at something. I don't think it's a negative. So some of you, your partner isn't your project. Some of you, if you're waiting around for a relationship or partnership, some of you, someone else is going to go off and do something else while you're waiting. Or those of you expecting someone to wait. This is if you know your partner is a timely person and yet you continually fuck around and are never on time. Don't be surprised if someone just says, fuck this. You can't even manage like the simple sort of things. So some of you just keep trying to test your partnership. You mirror your partner's energy, but in a negative way. So you literally try to do things to annoy the fuck out of them. Someone isn't going to wait. So if punctuality is important to them and you go on a couple dates or you're continually late, someone could say, fuck this shit. You've got a watch, you got a phone, and you can't make it on time. I ain't going to wait for you no more. So the timing with something is very interesting with you. This is far more complex. So take what's yours and leave what's not. This is something you know. Especially if there's always this sort of toxic vibe within that relationship or partnership. Some of y'all, it is a lot of game playing energy. So if you know your partner is a punctual person and you're continually fucking late, don't be surprised if they find somebody who can show up on time. So what's the codependency? What's the dependability? Very astrological with you. Take what's yours and leave what's not. You know the answers here. It's just, you've got to figure out the reasons why. Some of y'all, the power struggle, the power dynamic. You match your partner, but in like the negative ways. The thing that makes your partner who they are is the thing that you don't like. So who's trying to change who? And some of y'all, that isn't your relationship. That isn't your partnership. You say it best when you say nothing at all. When's the last time some of y'all prayed? If you're a religious person, some of y'all, maybe you need to pray. Some of y'all, the way you look at something, this is, you're attracted to the strong silent type, but then you bitch that they don't speak. You're attracted to a person because they show up in one way, yet that is the one thing that you want to change. So probably going into a relationship or partnership, you choose people that you know aren't really like the right fit for you, but you try to make it work. Some of you, it's more like the defiance energy with you. So some of y'all, that could be something that you got going on here that you're going to have to sort of deal with. Some of y'all, someone isn't going to wait. If a partner isn't like able to keep up with them, then they're not going to wait. So whether you're the one that's moving forward or some of you, someone's going to get tired of waiting on you. Especially if that's what you like about them. So someone wants to change something or someone feels the need to change something, but that dynamic, it just doesn't work. What's the Cyndi Lauper vibes? This is like time after time. This is like girls just want to have fun. Family Portrait by Pink. Ooh, so take what's yours and leave what's not. There's no happily ever after. If even going into it, the mirroring energy you have with your partner, y'all just sort of bring out the negative in both. Some of y'all, someone ain't gonna wait on your ass. So if you're not punctual and you know they value punctuality, then don't be surprised if they just don't go. If that's important to them and you continually, you're always defying your partner. Or they're defying you. I don't know your life. Who wants to change who, though, with regard to the relationship or partnership? There's the Empress energy, and there's that Seven of Pentacles. So some of y'all, this is sort of the vibe. So, sweet Jesus. Is someone worth investing in? Is it worth that time, energy, or effort? Or is someone just sort of playing the long game here? Notice the Empress came up in that Seven of Pentacles. So some of you are dealing with somebody who really isn't. Their expectations are different from what your expectations are. It's a fertile energy, but damn, who's using who and why? Especially if your partner is always in like defiance of what the fuck you sort of got going on. Something with the punctuality. If you can't show up on time, someone that could be a game changer when it comes to them, right? Maybe once or twice you think it's cute, but if you try to make that a continual thing, don't be surprised if they don't say, fuck it, you can't show up on time, get the fuck out of here. Anything else for you, Sagittarius? A lot of this is like retrograde vibes. So timing is everything. Capricorn energy, the Ace of Wands. The Ten of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the King of Cups. The Four of Wands, the Hangman energy, the Knight of Cups, to the Knight of Pentacles, to the Magician energy, to the Three of Cups. Lord have mercy. Those of you on some fuck shit energy trying to make a relationship or partnership work, don't be surprised if someone don't say, this is bullshit. So, I don't think the manipulation is going to work. It's going to be an interesting retrograde. It's going to be an interesting retrograde. Some of y'all are dealing with shit that don't have shit to do with your partner. You need to work through some issues. So, yeah, some of y'all are mirroring your partners, or the partners that you pick are mirroring somebody else in your life. So if you continually date people that are like your exes, those of you, if you're trying to recreate your ex in every partner that you have, don't be surprised if someone don't get a little tired of that shit. So, very interesting complexity here. Water sign placement with you. You had major Scorpio vibes there. Time after time energy. There's the Magician energy, and there's the Three of Cups. Lord have mercy. Those of you, if you've been there and done that before with an ex, some of y'all, the game plan don't work. Six of Swords there with that Ace of Cups. There with the Two of Cups. So, there's either going to be a relationship or partnership that comes together, or there's going to be a relationship or partnership that doesn't. And somehow there's going to be a relationship or partnership that isn't going to work. Because it's like you mirror your partners, or you look for that sort of energy. But who is like trying to dominate the situation? This can be rather karmic. Some of y'all, this don't really have shit to do with your partner, but more about why you choose the partners that you do. Especially if you're always in defiance with them. So this is like a lot of fussing and fighting and bickering because you got some unresolved issues here. So perfect retrograde vibes. So astrology could sort of come in and sort of switch things up with you. Something ain't going to work. So if you're dealing with someone who wants punctuality to be important, you better have your ass ready to go. Because for some of you, some people aren't going to wait. They don't think it's cute that you can't tell time and fucking get your shit together. Some of y'all, you don't need to be waiting on that relationship or partnership. If the timing ain't right and you're not at the same pace, who's going to wait and who's just going to get left behind? So some of y'all, there's going to be relationships or partnerships coming together. And some of you, someone isn't going to wait. So you mirror your partners. So a lot of this, you choose your partners, you choose your relationships. But some of you keep like choosing the same partner, expecting like different outcomes. Or those of you that's looking for your ex when it comes to your partners. Lord have mercy. I don't know what we got going on astrologically or how deep down that rabbit hole you go when it comes to your philosophy on this, Sagittarius. Some of you, it's like that shit ain't cute. Your last person might have thought it was cute that you were always late. Someone else is going to be like, look, if you can't show up on time, I ain't going to wait for your ass. So some of y'all, it's going to be that energy. So if punctuality is important to somebody, get your ass there. Show up on time. The game plan energy isn't going to work. And if the pace isn't right, this is a look at a codependency. Ooh, I like this for you, Sagittarius, but for fuck's sake, some of y'all, it isn't going to be kind of what you think. So, someone isn't going to be in, like, competition with their partner. I mean, if you have, like, 3 or 4 dates and you're late to every one, someone could just decide to just not even focus on you because that is important to them. Some of you choose partners you're already in defiance with. So it's like you're trying to work through something that ain't got shit to do with your partner, but has everything to do with you. So that is whatever the hell that Aries energy is. So expect to be doing some shadow work here, Sagittarius. You're not going to be able to bullshit your way out of this one. There's that 10 of Cups. Ooh, there's some serious. So some of y'all relationships could be coming together. Others of you, someone isn't going to wait because the timing isn't right, or whatever is important to them that you continually fail to like achieve. Some of y'all is just showing up on fucking time, being ready. It could be as simple as that. Some of y'all, someone isn't going to dick around in that energy because they don't think it's cute. If they tell you be ready by such and such time, they expect you to be ready. This is a matter of following like simple um, expectations. Oh, so some of y'all gonna call in a relationship or partnership, and it's not gonna work because there's like some emotional growth that's expected here. So some of you, if you keep trying the same shit in a relationship or partnership, trying to be the dominant one, if you're dealing with someone that come out of that energy, they're not going to think that shit is cute, and they're not your ex. So, damn, Sagittarius, some of you, it's not your job to be someone else's ex either. Fucking A, Sagittarius, whose energy is what on this? This is going to be a fun retrograde. You're either going to come out of it in a relationship or partnership, or some of y'all are going to move out of a relationship or partnership. Depending upon what the ex energy is. So some of you that are looking for your exes in all your relationships or partnerships, that could sort of come into play here. For some of you, if you start acting like this person's ex or the shit that they didn't like about their ex, they're not going to think it's cute if you start dating. Some of y'all, it's punctuality. It could be as simple as that. So what someone else might have thought was cute, someone else is going to be like, nah, if you can't do like basic sort of vibes here. Ooh, look at you go. This is all about you, though. So this is going to be very deep and very introspective with you. And you're the one that sort of brings about the vibe on this. So, damn Sagittarius. Very introspective. That's for damn sure. Switching it up, though. So some of y'all, it's okay. It's okay if you decide to do your own thing. Some of y'all that do all that game plan. So if someone's ex did shit and they didn't like it, it was like the reason why that relationship or partnership didn't work. Don't expect it to work if you try it. Some of y'all, if you're not on time, someone might not think that's cute. So you might not even get a second date, or they might even just leave during the first date. If it's something as simple as that. So what do you expect from your relationships or partnerships, and what's the follow through when it comes to your relationships or partnerships? And some of y'all need to get over your ex energy. Oh, there's the Aquarius vibe. Damn, Sagittarius. Fucking 48 minutes. Sorry, Sagittarius. Take what's yours and leave what's not. This is so beautifully interesting. But it's just the realities of something. It's all about the timing of something. It's doing your shadow work. Some of y'all, the type of you choose your relationships. You choose your partnerships. So you can't blame your partner if you chose them. Some of you, that sort of expectation, if you think it's cute, someone else might not think it's cute. That could have been a deciding factor why someone is currently single. Because they dealt with people that couldn't like follow through with basic sort of expectations. So if someone says be ready by certain time, be ready. Some of y'all, they'll just leave your ass because that's not something that they find cute or endearing. It's like you can't even like be ready when you're supposed to. So this comes down to like the basic sort of vibes. It's a cleansing energy, but damn, some of y'all, this is like a deep clean energy. So do your cleansing work. Now, astrologically, this could definitely work on your behalf, but it's going to be a little bumpy and it's going to be very fucking interesting. So whatever you're doing, go into it with the energy of positivity. Some of y'all might notice where the hiccup energy is when it comes to you in relationships or partnerships. This could be your energy, Sagittarius, or if you're out there dating. I feel like some of you are dating, so you could be dating, and maybe some of y'all a little casually going along here. So you could be maybe a few weeks or months into a relationship or partnership, and now this sort of energy is starting to kind of be a deciding factor. Some of you, the pace in which a relationship goes. Some of you, someone don't like that codependency issue. So if that's the sort of energy that you're into, someone else may definitely find that very off-putting. So if someone's all about being punctual, then be fucking punctual. There's no like defiance energy in here. So some of y'all, you ain't gonna really fuck around in that energy. Some of you, your current partner is not your ex. But some of you keep trying to sort of look for your ex energy in that relationship or partnership. Some of y'all, that could be the deciding factor. So depending upon what kind of relationship or partnership they got out of, some of the shit that you might think is cute is going to be like someone else is seeing the red flags in that. So someone's definitely going to make healthier choices when it comes to them instead of really trying to make a healthy choice when it comes to working through a relationship or partnership. Well, fucking A, look at you go, Sagittarius. Beautiful retrograde vibes, and definitely could be astrological with you. So this is the seriousness, and someone isn't about the bullshit. Something is definitely, it's all about the timing. So if you continually try to keep up with your partner, or your partner is like lagging behind, some of y'all, that could be the deciding factor. So someone isn't going to wait. Some of y'all, you shouldn't be waiting for a relationship or partnership. If they're not going in the same direction you're going, then why even fucking start? Which is really good retrograde vibes. It's all about timing and pacing and being in the right sort of energy. And what is important to somebody? Yeah, very reflective here. Take what's yours and leave what the fuck isn't. I love this, Sagittarius. This is so fucking beautiful. But it's kind of like no bullshit energy here. So, not a lot of swords cards. So some of y'all, this is like, where's the communication at? So it could be lack of communication. Scorpio vibes, Virgo vibes, Capricorn vibes, and Taurus vibes. And let's not forget Aries, the Emperor energy. Good luck, God bless, take what's yours, and leave the rest, Sagittarius. Peace, love, and light.